Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. It's Sunday and it's time trial time. Good evening, Silver Surfer. Welcome. Ooh, we are set for a bit of a heavy night tonight, I think. There's a fair whack to go at. Oh, my steering wheel isn't logged in. Go. So, you'll see I've spent some credits. Needed to be done. But it's time trial time. We are going to be heading across to three main places. So we've got Lake Louise in the rally car for the Michelin time trial. We've got Dragon Trail Gardens Reverse, which should be quite fun in the BMW. And then we've got the circuit, the St. Croix Layout A, which is always a good one. Good evening, Lee. Good evening, Azza. Having a little tipple because it's Sunday and I haven't got work tomorrow. We're streaming from 8 till late tomorrow. We're going to start when I wake up in the morning and we're going to try all day. We're going to be on the old dailies. A little bit of practice before we get to 9 o'clock when they change over. Then we'll go hardcore full into the new lobbies as they arrive. So I think we best start with St. Croix. We have 3 days remaining of this one and we're only on silver. Yes, we're going to choose one from the garage. Racing softs it needs. Nothing we can change, I guess. I guess everything is pretty much as it is. Find out what we need when we get there. I think the time's moved. We're currently 2:43.301. So we're 0.88 outside the target time. That's not too far, is it really, in fairness? Should be able to close in on that, I would have thought. 2:43.01. We need to get 2:41.924, so 1.4 seconds away, so I don't think that'll be too bad. Assist wise, traction control 1, ABS on default, I think, counter steer on strong. Don't know about anything else. We will find out where that needs to go. I think we've just got to let the car flow into corners, let it coast, let it roll, see where everybody else is. That 2:41.9 we need. Plenty of people inside. 2:41.924. So Max is just out. Top 20 is inside. So Rap is just outside. Big Bad Barry, Randy, Olive, Turbo Tom, Seb. There's a few just outside the time, but let's concentrate on those who are inside the time. Batman's in. Az is in. Big Popper's in. Bish, Damien, 420 Hayes, Ego, Binder, Space Gal, Rob, Ollie, Trippleback, Abs. No Sam. Not one for Sam then, I don't think. Hayden's in there as well, look. His own car. Very nice. So let's give it a shot. 2:41.9 we're targeting. See where we go. There she is. That's how much she likes to slide. See what? Gotta beat my ghost the once. That's all I've got to do. Evening, Damo. That where the frustration's going to lie? Are we going count traction control with a little bit more, maybe? Traction control with a little bit more, obviously seems to be the way. A bit more grip at the back end. Still feel it wanting to play. Evening Red. Congrats on the membership. You bang on. I don't feel that I can hang with my ghost at the minute. Big shaking enough to make my drink wobble. My word. Evening, Robert. Ghost got away from me. Five laps at a time, is it? I don't think I'll make 5 laps before I spin out. We'll see. Oh, I felt I could do better through here the other night. Is probably a bit of a stretch away. Couple of laps to warm up, I would think. And even if we have to start again, that shouldn't be too bad. So as says TC2. See. Ghosts. Spun up. Spun up again. There's something very personal about settings in this game. I think it comes from the fact that I've got an on-off switch for a right foot. Therefore that TC3 will really stop it spinning up, I think. I feel it spinning up on TC2. Maybe that's what I need to tell me to lift my foot. That's what I don't want to do. I want to keep control pinned. I haven't got steering assist on. ASM is not on. I've got counter steer on, if that's what you mean. Is that what you're meaning? It's stability management ASM, isn't it? Probably because I'm using the brakes more. The reason that the battery charges more. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see where it goes. Let's turn it off when I die. Give us a chance to get into it, folks, before you give us all the tips. Give me a chance to work on the process and see if the process will work itself out. Good. No quicker. So we started there with the settings that we had last time. And if I end up backwards in the fence, I'm just going to turn it back on. Might be another one for auto, you know. Might be. Can't steer the car. Won't turn. Noticed it coming into here. It doesn't want to turn in. Ah, the counter steer's going back on, folks. Come off when we get faster later. No, it's alright. All good. Nobody's dead. Everyone's alive. Just got to remember that was my first couple of laps. I'm never going to be on it from day one. ASM on. Ooh, that could be interesting. Haven't tried ASM yet. I could try that in fourth. Morning, Hayden. Hey, morning, it is your morning. We're well into the evening. We've got a bit of a storm going on outside. The wind is blowing a hoolie. That doesn't really cause us any problems. I don't think there's much threat of the electrics going out or the internet going off. Those two ghosts are staying together quite well. There's a chance we could be improving. Not doing that, we can't. Already there. Way. Feel the back end going there, my lord. Not allowing the car to coast a lot. It's pretty much straight from brakes to throttle. Not finding a place where the car can just roll around the corners unaided. Feels like that ASM is going to be needed to get the car into the corner towards the second down. See if we can tap it down to fourth and get it through there a bit quicker. Short shift out of there didn't really work. Didn't get the car into the corner and we got red. Go and put the ASM on. .43783, that's outside, 0.4 away from where we should be. Putting ASM on might mean we can negate the TC. Air conditioner going. What does that do? That feels really quite floaty in the corner. That's quite weird. Ooh. I'm gonna have to lift more, aren't I? Can't get the car to stop. TC's on 1. TC is definitely on 1. Set that on it rather than have to every time I got brake. I don't think I've got brake balance, have I? No. Might be changing the brake type very shortly. Yeah, I think it will. Always seems to take a lap or two to find the feeling. Well, there's a song. I need to feel that I need to be able to lean on the car coming out the corners. It needs to be able to carry the acceleration as we're coming out. That's where the speed's going to be. They were pretty close round there, the two ghosts, weren't they? What's your mama? They're flying. Down to fourth and scootle through. That's where we make some gains. Steering felt really connected through there at speed. Managed to get the turn in there, that worked. Or at least it felt like it did. 150. Like there's an improvement on. Yeah, this will be a better time. That'll be a 2:42, I hope. There we go. Too late. Fourth gear. Short shift under acceleration. I wouldn't even know what I'm doing at any corner yet. Maybe fourth gear is where it needs to be. I'm in third, aren't I? Feels slow, but hey, there's one less gear shift in there, isn't there? See the difference between the two ghosts now going through the stadium section. Gonna change down 2 gears. Get back on the gas early. Lost half a tenth. Brake very late into there. Very bumpy through there. Gonna run wide to try and pick up a narrow angle through here. Work, head on the brakes. Hoping to be able to shoot through there, but that didn't work. .242.7. Yeah. A little bit of maths. If I can cut a little bit of that apex, I wonder. Too deep. Wowzers. Front end's gone. Front end. Ooh, 242.34. That needs saving, doesn't it? This is just what we're going to do effectively. We're just going to chip away at the time and find where we're going to. So I don't think there's many places to go before we get somewhere near. Yeah, we've only gained one place. We've only just gone above Randy. So a couple of people I'm sure are going to improve. We've just got to get in here, just above max. That's as far as we've got to go. So let's keep going. Fourth gear's the gear for that, just got a brake earlier. Fourth gear is really going to be the main gear, I think. Slowing down in one below. Good evening, Simon. Get that blue timer up so I know exactly where we are. Do I need to change the brakes, I wonder? Ah! Yeah, it's going steady away, my friend. Hope you're well. Oh, shh. That's, quite frustrating, isn't it? I find 0.8, so I've now got to beat my ghost once. Beat my ghost, we can move on. Where do we think that's going to be then? I think we've got to chip away from turn one. I think if we take a tenth out every corner, practically do it, you know. Slow down earlier. And keep it off the grass. Keep the tyres clean. Tyres clean will be absolutely critical, I think. Clean tyres, I mean, not tyres clean. Off the throttle rather than braking. I touched the brakes on the way in. Look how close those ghosts are. They're having a great battle up front. Double change down on the 150. Overcook the front tyres if you do that too much, Widow. Horrible little bump in the middle of that corner, isn't there? Time to think about turning the TC down a bit. Need to cut a little bit of that corner more. I'm going to stay a little bit tight. I'm going to run it wider. I'm going to try and cut back in again. Hear the throttle cut there with the TC. Miles behind. Oh! Donkey doodah, that's the whole next lap ruined. Oh. I wasn't anywhere near there and I didn't need to push that last corner. I was just thinking about making the start of the next lap better. Really got into the throttle just before the apex and just slid wide, frustratingly. How much can we cut here? Not a lot. Didn't cut it. Wouldn't cut it, I think is the word. think I'll be needing to meet the apex a little bit later in the corner. On the edge of the Armco there seems to be the perfect place to brake. Just had to back out the throttle there. Much closer than we were last time though. See where we go now. Ghost on the right's just that little bit faster. Not going to change up. Go one gear. Got a short shifted third there, I think. No nitrous, is there? 150. We'll let that run wide a touch, didn't we? One good knock on this Ghost at this corner. We're pretty much there. We're going to be a tenth away. 976, so less than a tenth away. That tenth is in the bag already. Lost it all there, didn't we? The tyres definitely seem to heat up on a good lap. Gotta save that time. Oh, I got sweat on already. So 0.03 away, got 5,000. There's 3 days for that to move, isn't there? So we're just behind the place we want to be, really. On our way. This won't be bad, you know, half an hour, he says, just before he fails to get this for the next 2.5 hours. It's that corner. Just missed the change up there, didn't we? Red, 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 red. We're on the way. we're going to make progress here. Actually looking forward to getting to Dragon Trail Gardens. That'll be where we're going to have some fun. Being fourth before that corner, really. Well, that was bad. Interesting. Doesn't feel anything like the same this lap, but this is only lap 1. Probably haven't got the heat in the tyres quite yet. Lap 2, well, there'll be perfect heat in the tyres, and then lap 3, too much. That's the way it seems to be. Oh my lord! Well, we're further enough away back to get the temperature back in the tyres for lap 2, aren't we? It just let go mid-corner. Wowzers. Any damage? No. Yeah, conditions different, maybe. The time does sort of move, doesn't it, when you're doing these time trials? This seems to be set to like evening, I think. Was it morning? Track's going to get hotter. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, although we do sort of encounter that quite a few times. That conditions change. Yeah, we do. Breaking about the 125-ish. Yeah. We'll find out that tomorrow, I'm sure. Bit of Watkins. Be interesting. Oh, Big Popper's coming in with the advice. I'll restart. End of the bridge, turn right, left turn, mash second gear as soon as you can in the exit. Yeah. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Brake on the 150. I want to get 2 wheels on the green stuff around there. Then see it open up. Just a bit worried about the wall on the right hand side. Like entering the bridge, it just comes at you so quickly. Felt like the car was just coming too fast. I turned in too early. You used third gear last time, okay? I don't know. I don't ever know what gear I'm in, just like now. Shit, the bed. Not when I've only done 10 laps. It's 5 or 6 the other day. And kind of get the feeling that the higher gear is going to be the better gear to go out of the corners, but goes against everything, you know, I guess. I was just washed away there. Had nothing to lean on. There was no traction at the front end, none whatsoever. Just washed out now. Gonna hang in there. Damo mentioned about using 4th gear at the 90 degrees. No sort of conscious idea about where I'm doing what. Oh, Mega, welcome. Old man. I think there's only a dozen or so of us. More of the handsome, huh? Oh, you donkey. Excuse me, folks. Want to be in here in 3rd gear. Hard on the throttle, but the turbo doesn't cook in. There's major turbo lag there, isn't there? Got to be 2nd gear onto the bridge. Big Papa says 2nd gear. Seem to be running out of 2nd gear. Didn't get the entry right there, did I? So it wasn't the best sort of effort at that corner. Got to be beating that thing up there. We only need a 10th. All we need. Reset the ghosts and have another go. That's the 10th. Can we finish now? Got it. It's only a 10th against my previous best lap, not against my ghost, so I've just got to be wary of that and not get too excited. See how much the race has changed. Good evening, fat man. Welcome to the channel, buddy. Keep it in 5th, change down once. Oh, missed it. That's a shame, lost 3/10 against my ghost. I need 0.65. Has it moved then? The time moved. That's a shame. Oh, from last lap? Yeah, no. I need to be ahead of this ghost. Don't need to worry about the time, do I? Need to be ahead of this ghost. And then as close to that ghost in front as possible. Guessing the tyres are going to wash out fairly soon. Now I'm significantly ahead where I just need to now pace myself to the end of the lap. All I need to do, don't need to make any silly mistakes. Almost made one there, but we're doing alright. We know we can gain a little bit here. It's going to be horrendously close. Yes! I think we're in. By a cat's whiskery nose. It's not quit yet though. Time could move in the next 2 days, couldn't it? Had to just back out the throttle a fraction there. Close to where we were last time, but we made a big mistake going through the tunnel, didn't we? Going through the left turn. So let's see if we can just correct that, pick up from where we were. Kinda. Not quite as quick through there. Move that up. Bubba Club. Unlucky. I think we've done it anyway. I think gold is gold. No matter which way you look at it. Brush the wall. 21. No, 241,921 is just a smidgen inside, is it? The best of 241,544. We're in by an absolute whisker. 21st place, just ahead of Max. What is the gold requirement? 92003. Normally I'm the wrong side of there, so top 4,788. And we can happily move on. Wait for kind of a comment. Last lap saved. Here's as it. We will move on to the next one. We'll come back to it if we need to. So 10 days to go. Not done this one before. Rent one. Take a yellow one. Thanks Jim for doing Sabuka Circuit last night. You've just done 58. Well done, my friend. Well done. Good stuff. Did you go engine swap or non-engine swap? We'll keep renting different colour ones. Ah, Lee was only 11 seconds short of 59. Default. Yeah, defaults. It's not a race car. Right, so what do we need? 151.036. There's going to be some good times in here. I think Hayden's top of the tree. Oh, look, there's a massive time gap. There, top 20 again. 151.036, and there's quite a few people inside that, so let's see what she does. Settings, assist, traction control 1, default ABS, camp 0, assistance on strong. That's where we're gonna go. 1036. Let's see what she's like. She's gonna be a hound, isn't she? Oh, she's a slug. Hayden, top of the tree, yes. Can't fault you, amigo. Very quick, my friend. What is wrong with this old monster? Doesn't want to rev? Is it a short shifter? Braking just on the change of tarmac. Which seems to be. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a few credits. I've spent 3 million today. I've spent 3 million. I bought some cars from the Legend store. ABS all assists off. Yeah, okay. You can drive this with all assists off. I can't even get it through the first corners. Some of you guys are here as comedians. I'll get into it, I'll find how it feels. And I'll probably trust you. Probably not. All we got to do is put a lap in to start with. Braking early is the key, yeah. Got to be, hasn't it? You've got to be able to slow the car down, keep it steady, and then work on the traction. But I reckon I'll be much quicker in my own car rather than a rental. I'd have liked this track for this week's dailies. Oh, you're not supposed to spin round once we hit the grass, you twonk. I'm going to go and modify one of these boys, I think. Needs downforce and it needs wheel width. I can't drive that. That's an absolute horrible bag of spanners. Let's go and modify one. Way to do that is to select one from my garage. I don't have one. What? Okay, M397. What? I'm guessing I'm going to struggle to buy one. Am I? If I don't own one? What have I done? No, Igor, you can modify them. Everybody tells me I'm full of shit. Can modify them. Look, M397, there we go. So what they do is they apply a BOP, but the BOP only valid for what the items they talk about. So for example, wheel width, wheel size, wheel width, and stance aren't BOPed. So you can come down here. So we're not going to wide body it, but we'll find out. I think this might have got an engine swap in it, mightn't it? That's why it's sitting at 610 maybe. Engine swap's installed, that's why I can't use it. So let's go and see if we can buy another M397. I'm guessing we can't. No, we can't use wide body. Oh dear. Oh dear, we're going to be stuck driving that stack of poo bags, aren't we? Unless there's one in the store. Uh-oh. Please be in here. Please. Oh, no. Oh dear. Driving a rental. Can't undo the engine swap, can you? Can you? If I've got the other engine, I can un-wide body. I can un-engine swap it, can't I? If I've got the other engine. Yeah, it's only sold in used. And I've got nothing there that I can use. Oh dear, I'm stuck. Damn. Why I hate engine swapping and wide bodying and things. Buy two of everything. Okay then, we're stuck. We're going to have to use the slug. Have no choice. Right, time for the hard graft. Hard miles. Assists. Will ASM actually assist? You can unswap it if you've got the original engine though, can't you? If they sell the original engine. If I bought the crate motor from in the garage, in the shop, it's only going to replace the engine swap, isn't it? We'll see the price in a sec. We're gonna... Let's try and put a lap in. I'd like to unswap it. I hate it. Absolutely horrible. Let's get used to it. Try to get used to it. Don't do that. Oh, come on, keep on the track, you've done it. Big red, big white, thankfully. Miles away. Absolutely chuffing miles away. We're in though. Sod. Bronze, 5 points. God. Can we unswap it? That's a very good question. The only reason I thought you could unswap it was if you had owned the original engine. We don't. If we go down here and we replace the engine, that just replaces it with a new body, new engine, not available. So I don't know how you can unswap it. It's got the Z4 in the engine, isn't it? Engine swap. Oh no, cancel. Engine swap is installed. Overhaul engine just revamps the engine. No way you can unswap an engine unless you own the original engine, which I went back and checked and I haven't. So I can't unswap it because I don't have. I think I have a BMW engine, but I think it's the called Z4, the Z4 engine. That's the BMW engine I've got. Don't have another. Selling mine for 96 million. Deal. How do we get it done? I've only got to find 2 seconds. It's fine. We can do it. We can do it. Let's have faith. Take a red one this time. We'll race the red ghost against the yellow ghost. No, you want to. Do some ghost racing. Let's go. Come on, red car. This is where we find out which is the true fastest colour. Blue's going to be fastest, isn't it? Red's going to be the most spat at. Come on, where's the ghost? I didn't load it, did I? Oh, you cheese wedge. Let's go load the ghost. Yeah, load the ghost first. That always helps. I just kind of expected it to have one. I'm faster in the 190E. Believe it or not. We're straddling the sausage, folks. Another one of those circuits. Hook the right front tyre, that'll get you round. There's the yellow monster, there it is. Couldn't get it to stop. What have I done? Battling the sausage. What are you complaining about? Yeah, I think it will. I just got to get used to it and we'll be fine. Hopefully we'll find a way to nail the braking points. Straddling it, that's what we're doing. Going full sausage. Had to lift a lot. It's going to be a real good ghost race. Watching it from behind, it's going to be really fun. Hamilton at Ferrari. Think he'll actually get there? Don't think they'll say no thank you before the start of the season. red car is much quicker, isn't it? Much quicker than yellow. I just generally don't know what it's going to be like with Hamilton at Ferrari taking like the advisory role. That's going to be really different for the sport. Because he's not going to be out there to win, is he? Surely not. I don't think so. That was horrible, wasn't it? Horrible. You think? I don't know. I'm not sure. I just... It's going to be unusual. Thank you, Hayden. It's going to be unusual with Hamilton being there. How do we change colour of the car? We can't change colour of the car without leaving. Where are we? 29th. So we're a little 10 places away. Stay on the red car. Why would I have engine swap that Beamer? I don't know why I'd have engine swap that. I don't know. Just breaks free there, doesn't it? It's weird. Only behind where we were last time. A lot of concentration required. I'm going to try and go 4th gear before I turn in. Few places I can fix mistakes, definitely. Outbrake myself. Donut. Wasn't even looking at the 150 marker. Wasn't even looking. 0.87 away. So we've gone from 24th to the top 10,000. Where does that put us? What? 23rd? 22nd? So we're on to the big gap here. That's where we're literally going, aren't we? So 51.036. We're inside a second away. And I've got a funny feeling this one will move a fair bit, won't it? Over the next 10 days. We've got to beat the ghost, all told. Ghost has got to be behind us. I like being at this part of the challenge. If you do just beat the ghost across the line, over. You're no longer guessing or waiting for the actual timer to come up, so you know just how far close you are. So the 150 marker, as said by Damo, is key. Third gear. Probably chase a bit into here if I don't have a yellow beamer in front of me. Ooh, no we can't. Oh my lord. Try again. Such a long way back from the start. Why don't they start the car from before the chicane rather than all the way back here? They could easily start the test from this corner here. Start it from here, surely. Don't seem to be making much of a gain on the yellow ghost. Although we have gained a second on it, haven't we, really? We've overtook it, so 0.9 made on that ghost. Brake just on the edge of this curb here. Probably shouldn't have short shifted there, but I felt it needed it so it didn't spin up off my curb. Gonna half the gap at least if we can make this home. Not going to beat the ghost, but we're going to be halfway at least. Maybe use the hairpin. It's a shame it doesn't tell you that you're gold in game, doesn't it? I think I need to be a 50.9, doesn't it? Where we need to be. Now we've gone red. Let's go save it and have a look. We're going to do it lap at a time. Up 6,000. 21st. We didn't move anywhere there, did we? We did, we went above Bob. 51.036, so 0.3. We only need to be a third of the way to the ghost now, so Let's take our time and let's make sure we make it. Then we can get onto the cold stuff. Remove yellow ghost. Yeah. The yellow ghost's gonna keep me honest for the first sector. Okay. Alright. 10th. 50 would be good, wouldn't it? Prove it with a 50. We won't have to come back. It's gonna get harder now, isn't it? It's been relatively easy to knock half seconds off. Just gonna prove to be a little bit frustrating now. I'm leaving the yellow ghost for fun. I want to beat the yellow ghost out of the first corner. Not going to happen. I had to go full opposite lock because I buried the throttle. But we can get past him by the time we turn up, can't we? That's dispatched with the yellow ghost. There's what I talked about. That's why I short shifted to third. I need to get in further, don't I? I need to get in tighter to that hairpin apex. I don't think we've closed the gap enough. Letting it rev out does that little bit, doesn't it? Lost way too much through there with that slide. 2/10. Use the inside apex just that little bit. Come on. Not F this up now. I've lost my steering wheel. Shit. Oh, what an absolute anus. Oh, back on it. Oh. What an absolute ill-timed, unfortunate incident to happen. Oh, what a... Fanatec, I hate you. We haven't actually been on the Fanatec website this last couple of days to see if they've actually found a cure. That'd be my fault that that's happened. My missus says, what does your t-shirt say? Well, you can't buy this one anymore. I've discontinued it. But it does say how to get good and gold with Widdowmaker. You can't buy this one anymore. I've removed it. It says how to get good and gold with Widdowmaker. It now has just a Widdowmaker logo on the front because it didn't sell at all. Nobody bought one. I was the only person that bought one, so it's no longer available. But it has been replaced. It's the same t-shirt, same thing on the back. This is the missions t-shirt. Oh, you fluck. Fanatec, I hate the ground you walk on. No, she's not nosy. She's interested. She's thinking about Christmas presents. I know she is. Not available from Temu though, is it? She's watching the stream. If you were watching the stream, you'd be able to tell her. You're off playing DayZ. Right, we're faster than the yellow ghost. We know that. She thinks about what she wants. Okay. She wants a t-shirt then, okay. Widdowmaker.com for all your t-shirt needs. And that's Widdowmaker with a double D. All t-shirt sizes available. Bit of opposite lock required. Right, Fanatec, you hold yourself together for the next 3 minutes or I'll brain you. That should be it, surely. That should be a 50. Surely. Yes, it is. We're in happy days. Ooh, that was an hour and a half to get this far. That's not too bad. It could have been way worse. Into the gold, 3,902nd. Everyone's a winner, baby. We're there. We're not racing to the top of the friends list yet. That comes next Sunday. When the other ones are gone. It is, but don't call me Shirley. We're only just behind Climby Fisher there. Mr. GTR and 420. There's a few above us. Az and Big Papa look really excelling. They own their own vehicles, look though. Got their own liveries on. Shame I don't own one. Right. Warm in here. Should we cool things down a bit? I've got another PC running over there, kicking out some heat. Go. Got to Silent Hill on Armour 3. I haven't been playing through the campaign. I've got to do that. Might just take a wee toilet break. Thank you, Silver Surfer. Have a look where we are. I'll leave you to gaze at that for a moment. Right, we're back. Please forgive me. Here we go. Right. You can tell the names aren't the top. Good night, JB. Gold time is changing daily. For tips on this one, can't get near silver. Never mind gold. Early night. Yeah, from what I can tell, the names at the top aren't the normal ones. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, 36,904, and he's 0.3 ahead of everybody. Joe's got time to move, hasn't he? Been kicked out of gold twice. Right. So, what is gold? 139.8. That's moved. And we're 143. So 39.8. He's third place. Oh my lord. That's a tricky one, isn't it? Let's see where we go then. So, interestingly enough, they allow you traction control on this one. So, I'm guessing counter steer is going to be quite valid because of the snow. We're in top 4,000, but at 7.15% away, that's quite stunning. So, I'll take traction off to start with. ABS default because of what it is. We'll leave counter steer on, so we just see what the spinning of the wheels makes. Oh no. Load the ghost, haven't we? Load the ghost. Got to do that. We've already got one. Got one there. No, we haven't got a ghost. Why have we not got a ghost? Didn't save it. Okay, we'll make a ghost then. Why did I not save the ghost? Wowzers. Gotta get the feel for this, haven't we? I don't think it's any different technique-wise to what we've just done. Flipping heck. We've just got to get used to the car, learn to control what it's doing, and start to improve on what you're doing. Find the line. I will horribly turn in way too early on a lot of the corners. We'll see where this goes. Now, somebody talked about the other night the braking change down point is that pair of bins. Get the car motoring out in fourth gear. We'll come into that a lot later. Same on this one, we've got to really turn in later so we get that straight run through. Try and get that pendulum process through there. This one's going to be off camber this corner, so got to turn in early and get the car to drive into it. And get it to run round the corner, use the slide as much as you can. Turn against the slope here, that camber is really quite deadly. Hope to turn into this a lot later than I did on the run-in. Yeah, that's not a bad line. There we go, there's an improvement straight off the bat. high enough, I don't think. Changed up to 5th a little bit too early. Trying to run the car in 5th gear, but it's not having it. Yeah, that's what it's doing to me. It's bogging down. Trying to drive out the corner with traction, but it's just not doing it. I think it's still wheel spinning the way it wants to wheel spin. Much wider line this time, could be more aggressive on the throttle at this point. Much slower. So we've got to stay in the revving gear much longer. We'll try and follow the wall round here. Use the bank as much as you can. Stay in 4th until you're through it. Ooh, it's just spun away from me then. Shame. We're up with the ghost, so we're almost about 0.6. It says it there, and it, but we're red, so no drama. These laps are all here to give us practice. Learning to cope with this slide and how to manage it. Bump the wall again. Might feel like it's bogging down, but it actually drives the car out the corner. Look, we're whipping that ghost. Shame it's a red lap. Ran the wall way too high. Let's get that saved and in the bank. But there's loads of time to be made. Of course there is. Ninth. We've got to go a whole second before we go up to the next slot. Red Desmo, who's in the chat, or was, is there. Damien, we're just behind. Mr. GTR triple. Is that you, Rob? Rob. If that's you, Rob, that's an awesome lap, my friend. We've got some way to go. It's you, isn't it? I know what you're talking about. All depends on the line, I think, you take, and when you go into that gear. You've got to have your speed up, I think, to be able to take the gear. Rather than just the revs, so that's straight. That is you, yeah, well done. Excellent lap. I'm gonna try and hook this in. Ah, you slug. I was in the world top 10 on the Masters license test in the snow for a wee while. In the Porsche 959. Get more resets than apexes. Easily done. Easily done. Hey, Slippery. Yeah, I'm very good. Hope you are too. Hope you've recovered from yesterday. Put it out your mind. Forgotten all about it. Until the next time we go to the south coast. I hate playing south coast teams. That was a wobble knob, not the wall. Thank God for that. I'm an Arsenal fan. For my sins. My brother-in-law lives in Bournemouth and he's a football fan, and I've always said to him, you need to be a fan of football to support Bournemouth. But he doesn't support Bournemouth, he supports I can't remember, Colchester in Essex. Again, has to be a strong football fan to be able to cope with that. Liverpool, oh dear. Better than Manchester United at least. I don't want to thrash laps with red times on. I'm going to come into these corners off the power, I think. Off the power will give me the approximate ability to keep the wheels in contact with the snow so they're not spinning, I think. Be able to drive through the Ghost if we've got better straight line angle and less sideways slide. The red. Jesus Christ, just tipped to red. I'm going to quit on the red laps. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep going because we're learning so much. Even though I backed off the throttle there. Let's see if we can catch that Ghost without using, just coming off the power here. Finding a way into this corner. There's ample time to be gained there, isn't there? different approach there. You're surprised that they didn't make us do it in racing tyres or comfort softs, comfort hards, let alone. Another red. I've got to come across that right corner and not sweep it too hard. I'm going to reset. I wouldn't describe myself as a gooner. I'm not that passionate about it. I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan. I have a coaster next to me. That's what I put my glass on every night. But I'm not going to lose sleep about them losing every time they go to the South Coast. I'm not going to do it. I know every time we go to a South Coast team we're going to struggle. There's something about Arsenal going to that South Coast and they're just absolute rubbish. I want to see City lose about 8 million points this season. On financial fair play rules, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Really wide here. The aim being to hit that inside apex and then try and get a decent run out of there. A little bit of an improve. Hit the wobble knob which hit me into the wall. That bog down there is terrible in fifth, isn't it? Look at it. That's the difference. Still faster, but not got the car turned. Hope the slope. Big game for both our clubs next week. I must admit, I haven't looked at the football results. I haven't. My phone's over there. I've not got it. I'd be tempted to look at Fancy League thing to see where I got with these points today, but I don't. I don't think the league will be decided before Christmas. I think it's pretty much open book for this season. I think it will go probably all the way again, just like the Premier League would want it to. But I think Man City are going to get away with everything. Arsenal-Liverpool will be a 7-1 drubbing, won't it? Tell myself that, and if it is, I won't be so disappointed because I expected it. Every time I watch Arsenal, they lose, so I don't watch them. I went for 7th gear then to realise there wasn't one. We made it through, but we're sled slow. Dead slow, I couldn't say dead then, I said sled. Saliba's injured, isn't he? Well, no, he's not. He got blooming sent off. That's another thing we're doing too much of this season, is getting bookings and getting sent off. Too many of it. I keep losing too many points when I pick these players on my fantasy football. Bookings cost you points. It's terrible. Admittedly though, a couple of Arsenal players have had really dodgy sendings off. Kicking the ball away is just a ridiculous booking, to be honest. I don't have a Widow Fantasy League. I probably should have. Is it too late to set one up? Do they take the points that are already there? Or does it start from 0 where you create the league from? I don't normally talk about football on the channel. It's one of the GTA Maker rules. But we don't try and keep it clean. I'm also not supposed to slag off other brands, but I think I'm entitled. 141982. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I was top of my work one until 2 weeks ago. All the big boys stopped performing. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. I don't mind a little bit of discussion. It's just it goes on for 2 hours, 3 hours. I've seen on other people's streams. It's just not. I won't do that. I don't mind a little bit of discussion. It's healthy stuff. My channel, we can do what we like. I don't oversell GTA Maker on the channel. I don't push it, push, as in it's not every hour of the minute of the day. It's on there. It's on there. Not allowed to hardcore adverts into the live stream, so we don't get a hardcore advert. I'm allowed to do one at the start, according to YouTube. Oh, come on! GTA Amiga seem to put licensed music on their adverts as well, which doesn't help. There is a video dropping tomorrow morning. All members should be able to see that tonight. It was requested last night. I've got a whole list of videos to do, but it took me a fair while to get that one done today. I didn't really have much practice at, well, I had too much practice at them. Turning in too early, aren't I? I've got to follow the wall round. Can get this way though, can't it? Still think the Nürburgring was worse than this. I'm not following the ghost at all. I'm miles away. I think I'm braking way too early going into that first corner. See if we can catch him though, eh? Gotta be some room in this. Why did I get to fourth? It just double shifted. If we can keep the hammer down a little bit through here. They steered well wide. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to take a different line to the ghost, but I think that's a fairly decent line through there. And we got in fifth gear. Some people recommend using traction control. I don't think it's going to help me. I think it'll bog down a fair bit. Don't touch the wall. Oh, you stupid moose. I don't think the tyres are going to overheat. Come on, let's get it in. We haven't improved in a little while. Rubbish. I'm really struggling to get it in on turn one. That blue line's a bit of a trick to follow, I think. There we go, that's better. No! You use weak brakes and weak counter steer, wow. I suppose ABS doesn't really make for a matter of salt here, does it? It really doesn't, because you're going to slide anyway, and the locking up is just, well, it's just going to release the wheels. That might be a good shout. I've got the full counter steer on, just to try and help me keep the car trying to go in a straight line, but great to know that the fast lap was done with that sort of settings. How does the back end swing out? On. We'll get there. It wouldn't be so bad if I was going a lot faster, but I'm not. Get it chucking in a straight line, come on. We've got a few days to get this done, haven't we? So we can revisit this in the evenings through the week if we need to. It's one we definitely need to get gold at, and it'll force me to spend some credits, which is nice. I had 99 736 Nix 9 earlier today. Braked a little bit earlier. If we can follow that blue line a bit better. Probably about getting to the top of my capability with these settings. How did that go red? Must have just brushed the wall with the back end then. I think this is going to be red for the second lap, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be red. It's already gone red, top right hand corner. Not bad, no problem. We know where we're doing it now. Lots of red laps, there will be, I'm pretty sure of it. Back the walls. Where do we think we hit that wall then? Do you think it was that yellow bit? Frustrating. But we learn a lot. We should learn a lot. I like how the car looks. It looks really good. I do like the livery. Looks very low down and squat and close to the ground. How come we're slower? That's a faster time, that's better. Oh, because the ghost was a red lap, wasn't it? The fastest time was a red lap. Is that right? I don't know why the time was red. Nor it's gone away now. Go slower. It does, off the power, definitely. If you take it off the power, you throw it in, and they slide in too much. You've got to find that acceleration point where the car wants to grip and go. Definitely at speed when you're trying to turn. Much more controllable than drifting though. What have we got settings wise? Nothing, just traction. Get set up for the next lap as well as we can. I don't know if a little bit of traction might help, just to try and stop all that immense wheel spin, but I guess it's just going to bog down even further, isn't it? Bog down rather than spin. No, just talking in my head, talking my thoughts rather than keeping them to myself. I know it's probably baloney, but handbrake? What would the handbrake benefit give you? It's just extra braking force, or because you don't need the handbrake to make the car turn. Look, the car turns an absolute load. I don't know whether handbrake is going to do anything other than give you a little bit of rotation at the end, but out of control rotation. So all the handbrake's going to do is lock both back wheels. But that's me saying I've never had to use a handbrake before in this game to make a car turn. And I know a lot of people have said the handbrake needs to work better. But I don't know if that's a wish or... Properly set up four-wheel drive car, you don't need a handbrake to make it turn. Get away from that wall, you slug. Extra rotation in the slowest corners. Maybe, maybe. Maybe that's what it needs for people. No, I wouldn't use it. I need to get the car out and wide on that wall and stop using fifth gear. What I do need to use is a little bit more fourth gear. I suppose I feel I could probably use the handbrake here a little bit more than it just goes sideways tremendously at the wall. Let's go and record that ghost. Yeah, just a thought. No, it's... Yeah, I'm not going to pick anybody's thoughts on that. 141.3134. We're into silver though at last. Christ alive, I'm going to sweat a bit here. Up into 7th place. Okay, making our way up. Second is 140.5 would put us there. And that wouldn't be enough, would it? No. Oh my God. We can do this. Yeah, as he hits the wall. It's 11:15. We've got time. Thinking it might straighten the car a bit quicker. Maybe so, maybe so. You should be able to do that with the right pedal though. All you're going to do is lock the wheels and stop them from spinning. You're going to force them to accelerate again, which end of the day might work, but I don't. It might give you a bit more rotation to get the car pulled out the corners. But I think you can do more with a spinning wheel than a stationary wheel. I think that's the way my head works on the process. I think you're going to do so much better with spinning wheels than you are with locked ones. I can't believe it bogs down quite so much. If you've got a handbrake or configure the I've got a lever I can use for a handbrake on the back of my wheel. I wonder if it's worth configuring that and testing it. I've got 2 extra clutch pedal flaps on the back of my wheel that act as secondary clutches that are just below my gear levers, so that's well slow out there. Right, it's time to change something. I'm just flapping about now. Oh. That didn't go... Oh, that didn't go red then initially. I think we'll be alright for another lap here. I think it's time to make a change. Just sit back and take it easy. When you're young. I can't remember the lyrics. Who is it? Cat Stevens or something. Cats in the Cradle. And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Yes, it is. For a red lap, aren't we? Doesn't make no sense to keep carrying on. 372 miles today. You. I did notice there was a corned beef pasty there at the top of the table. Right. Week, you said. Week. Let's see. Fourth gear is where it likes it. Couldn't have gone to fifth. at that early part of the drive up the hill. There's a wobble knob that I hit just there and it always makes me think I've blown it. I'm looking up at the top just to see, to make sure I haven't. There we go, that's a little bit quicker. Half a second at a time is good. Just change something here and there, make it feel different, give yourself something to play with. Leave it in fourth, don't change it. Oh, shish kebab. We came into there well early. Yeah, that was always going to happen, I think. Pushing too hard. After losing about a third of a second of the advantage. Let's get that saved. $148.55 optimal, so almost in the top 1,000. Yeah, are you doing the same, or are you just watching Slip? It just seems to want to pull forwards that little bit quicker. I don't think we've gained any places there. Yeah, we're 0.4 away from Mr. GTR now. Just slipped ahead of Red Desmo. Gone ahead of Damien. Ooh, Damo, sorry bud. But we're, yeah, half a second ahead of Damo. Oh, I know. You're just watching, okay. I thought you might be trying as well. I just want a bit more confidence going into T1. Yeah. No CS. Just felt more confident with it on. Yeah, it seems to want to give the car a little bit of stability. I want to chase this ghost. I'm right, there is a lot of work to do. There's a long way to go. I want to get this slide into this corner right. Come off the power early and then get it turned in. Get the straight line going, but I just can't get it to go deep enough. Get a few more feet of sideways sliding. And this one is the same. Got to get it turned in and then got to slide it all the way down the hill on the left. That ghost there is doing it exactly how it wants to be, I think. Get straightened up through here and try a straight line all the way to that next apex. I just didn't get the gear change right there. I was talking about it more than doing. The ghost there was pretty good at straightening the line up, I think. Mechanical braking might help yet. I touched the wall. Believe that. Believe that. Whoever it was that posted the fastest lap of the ice on this one on the Widdowmaker channel, it was a rapid lap, and I watched that and thought, well, that's decent. I didn't really take a subconscious look at the time. I reach a brick wall and I have to switch off from it. Just touched that wall coming through there. That wobble knob seemed to knock the back end. Great way to start winter though, with a snow track. We'll have nearly had the track a year, won't we? Or we had it just a year. Red. It went red. I'd love to know what that was. Was that just the slightest brush on the wall? Let's have some. Tried to go in a lot faster there, but the car was going sideways too much. Wheels gone. Wheels back. We're only some 9 hours away from starting the old dailies. Does anybody have any tips for Watkins for me? Do we know what it is yet? Do we know what it's what cars it is? I'm hoping it's not GR2s or GR1s. I'm really hoping it's GR3s. So what would be the GR3 car to use? Would it be the Supra? MR cars maybe? Should I be using the Widdowmaker liveried cars only? Or should I be using whatever the fastest car is? Follow what's on the... I've hit the wall. Follow what's on the fastest of the qualifying. Just brush the wall. I must admit, if you can find the right line in, does like to slide and brake at the same time in terms of coasting braking. Check, right, so go with the fastest quality times, okay. Or the fast race times, whatever. Shit, I didn't follow the line. Got just about an hour. See what we can do here. Got a lot closer to that wall than I wanted to. Don't know who that ghost driver is, but he's well quick through there. Got the proper line through there, didn't he? Was able to whip that. There's the straight line that I want, but fifth gear's not going to cut it. Just brush the wall, that's frustrating. I'd love there to be some analytics we could look at to show our own fastest lap and... No, Robert, I'm not. I do enjoy the Nürburgring, but in limited doses. If I get bored with Watkins, I think it could be an interesting one. Whether it's just a question of sitting through what could be carnage in the first lap. It might be one 5 laps, yeah. It might be one to go to the back of the grid and just push through the back of the grid, or get to the front and try and pull away. I'm kind of thinking it would be absolute carnage through that first. Is it the full Nürburg, as in GP circuit first? I didn't look that far. Oh, you slug. Or is it the Nordschleife? Is it the old Nords? Because if it's got the GP lap first, as in the 24-hour version of the track, that makes it an entirely different horse race. Because you're not diving straight down into the tight and twisty part of the circuit. We've got an open GP track, so it is the 24-hour layout, so we've got the GP track to go at first, so that's going to make it really quite a different experience, because you can afford to fight your way through that. And knowing the lobbies that I'm going to be in, there's going to be some attrition. Somebody's not going to want to do 5 laps of the Nürburgring, are they? It's going to be 28 minutes of a race. It's going to be a half-hour race, isn't it? You're talking 7 minutes a lap. not knowing what the cars are, of course. If it's Group 2, Group 1, I'm just not going to be interested. Just too fast. If it's Group 3 or Group 4, that could be. It does say weather. But the Watkins one is where I want to be, I think, for repetition of the race, getting it through, trying to do as many races as I can per hour. Yeah, and that's where I'm going to start. B lobbies. I think I'm already less than half B. I lost half of where I was trying to get the 50 races done for the Platinum. So they were on Monza, so they weren't too bad. Although Monza has its moments, doesn't it? I'm thrashing laps, shouldn't be doing this. I want to start to really make some gains here. Let's try and put some effort in. Group B is where most people kind of get to on a reasonable standard and kind of get stuck, isn't it? You get the people who are only ever going to be a B in those lobbies, and they know it, and they can keep in B. Shish kebab. They'll stay in B, they'll never be C. But then you've got the people that are in A just effing about, dropping back into B and desperate to get back up, and they're just going to be fighting tooth and nail to try and get back there. They're going to want to be at the front of the race as early as possible, and that's where I have my problem. Is I get wound up by people beating on the side of my car. So you're driving down the straight next to somebody, if they start whacking you on the side, I'm just gonna, well, you'll see tomorrow. I'll keep it clean and professional. I'll just have to back out of the way, won't I? I can't retaliate. That's not how it should be done, because it all can affect safety rating, and I don't want my safety rating to plummet. Part of this is about improving, and the whole thing's about improving. But it'd be nice to be A, and that's what we're going to try and do this week. I do have a problem with Tuesday. I might not be able to commit to streaming quite so much Tuesday. I have an appointment, doctors for my hands, and that might mean going to various places and doing some bits and pieces. Just have to see how it turns out. Depends when the appointment comes, I guess. I'll only find that out Tuesday. Manufacturers. Yeah, I see. I can't bring myself to do those either. Just, that was the last competitive online race I did at manufacturers. Some dude in front was just being a dick. Kept brake checking me down the straight, and I was getting penalties. I was having to get up behind him to slipstream, and he'd brake check me, smash my front bumper, get penalties from me. He'd drive off, and in the end I just punched him into the gravel and got penalties, but he got back on the track and got past me. So I'm alright for a bit of gamesmanship, but I'm not going to do that. This is turning into a right tirade, isn't it? This is horrendous. No, I didn't see what happened to Kai. No. What happened? Recently? What happened to Kai? I know he likes his weeklies. His Monday morning, he's bang on it. Got hit first lap, sat in the pits for the next 27 laps till the end of the race, so he didn't quit. He just finished in last place. Wow. Oh, and it'd be chat for him, wouldn't he? He'd be an absolute chunt. He would be absolutely chuntering. He would. Poor old Kai. Used to watch Kai a lot before I started streaming. Now I'd rather stream than watch Kai, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. I learnt a lot from watching him. But, hey, Randy? You wanted the replay? Oh, I bet he did. I genuinely felt that. That's such a strong ghost at the end. But then the ghost runs a bad line. That's where I can beat that ghost if I... There's a proper mistake there, doesn't he? Then there's a good run out. Good evening, Ivan. See, only a second behind. Not too badly off being back here. Get the drive up here. I'll leave it in third at this point. Almost slingshot that. Yeah, Kai's allowed that, isn't he? I think we all have that in us at some point. My equipment that lets me down, it's the bloody Fanatec wheel. It's convenient that it happens when I'm on the fastest lap I've done of the day. That's not quicker. Not quicker at all. I still find it amazing that Kai still sat with his rig down the side of his bed. And he streams from his bedroom. Some 3 years, 4 years, 5 years after he started doing that. I'm quite struck that that's where he still is. And I appreciate that's his living and it's his income. But I'd have thought something would have happened to give that more priority and give him somewhere better to... It might be absolutely perfect. He's sat down by the radiator, so in the winter he's warm. You know, climb straight out of bed and into the rig. He'd climb out of the rig and straight back into bed. Goes down the gym, he takes the kids to school, he does everything a family man should, and he's earning money, which is great. But I'd have thought a better place for the rig than there. Unless something's changed in the last couple of 6 weeks since I last watched it. Yeah. He's a big campaigner for the game being right, though. I remember at the end of Sport, and I thought that was such a good line. At the end of Sport, he did really campaign for a better penalty system, and it just fell on deaf ears. But he did, during Sport, campaign for a better penalty system, and it worked. Yeah, got a lot of time for Rory. I like some of his shorts on YouTube and Twitch. They're quite entertaining. I need to think about that as well, and making a few funnies. If there are any funnies, for example, to start with. I might create some with my reactions or actions towards events. You never know. We're really at the point of scraping tenths, aren't we? With a much better line in. This is our opportunity to beat that ghost. Just let it go, didn't I? Absolutely zero traction out of there, zero. We've done it, we got faster. It's happy days. Just grinding away now. We've got little areas to make improvements here as well, big time. So we worked our way through that tricky patch. Next week will definitely provide you with some shorts content if you're putting so much time in. Plus, I think you're a good driver to grow the audience. Yeah. They're a good driver to grow the audience. Yeah, I think so. I've tried shorts before, but if naturally funny ones are there, I think I need to make notice of them. But when I have to trawl through the actual footage to try and find something, that's when it becomes tedious and really difficult. But there will be some in there, I'm pretty sure there will. And I'll be able to capture the parts of the screen and merge them together and make it look something more, which will be good. Save that replay. Almost into that top 1,000. I don't think we've gained any further. We haven't. Just closing on Mr. GTR. Come on, we can do better. Half an hour. We'll see if we can put out some content. I've got to think about what I'm going to do for Christmas, and while this snow's around, I'm thinking about Christmas a lot, because I'm not here, so I definitely know a Christmas Day video from Death Valley would be absolutely tremendous for the channel if people are interested in watching it. But I'll be making that video in Vegas in the evening, so it would go out Boxing Day. The only other thing I can do is make a Christmas Day video on the pier in Santa Monica, which is where our hotel is for the 3 days. We're actually in the scenes from GTA 5, which, whilst this is a GT7 audience, I think people appreciate where GTA is. Completely the wrong environment for a Christmas video, but they have Christmas in California too. Look how good that driver is. He just got away. It's about that entry to the slow chicane, isn't it? Absolutely will, Randy. We're staying in the marina, in the Hilton Hotel there in the marina. '21st to the 24th, we decamp on the morning of the 24th. We're heading up north. We're heading over to Vegas. So we're going to go through Death Valley and we go to a place called Lone Pine. We're going to try and go to the big tall trees place. It slipped my mind at the minute. And I'm slapping gears about like nobody's business. But I'd love to give you a shout, Randy. I'd love to shake your hand and say hello. That'd be tremendous. Yeah, Vegas for Christmas Day. And then we're heading on very quickly. I'm going to be there for a couple of hours. I'm going to get down to Boulder City, go and see the Hoover Dam. We're only going to drive the strip in Vegas. We've been there before. And I was a much younger version of the Widdowmaker. I wasn't a Widdowmaker then, I was still a shish kebab. Oh, flick. I think I'm getting tired. We didn't do the Hoover Dam when we were there last time, so I'm going to drive straight down the strip, go and look at that big ball thing. Probably stop for a bite to eat. Well, it depends how long it takes to drive there. I mean, if it does take 4 hours from Lone Pine, we'll stop for a sandwich or something somewhere along the way. I want to... Dorian! Welcome! I've hit this wall. Yeah, bastard. No, fully understand. We're probably getting to that point, and it actually probably is a convenient point to take a look at that, isn't it? I know it's not part of the process. We've thrashed for the last 30 minutes. We've got a little bit further, but it is about attrition, so let's go and do that. Let's have a look at somebody's fastest line. That's the fastest time there, isn't it? That's a ghost. We have to come out, don't we? I think we have to go into the first part. I haven't just cancelled a fastest lap, have I? No. It's here where we get to look. View replay. Let's have a look, see. Let's see what happens. See if there's any understanding of going on. Something does break on the actual barrels there, doesn't it? Cuts across, hits the last cone. Got no aids on at all. ABS is on. He's got no counter steer, no traction control, no ASM. Got the car going sideways all the time, look. It's got a sideways lean to the car all the time. Not actually driving in a straight line. The car is sideways all the time. It's a steering wheel, it's not a controller. Ah, there's your cone here. It comes in really tight on the first part. Flips those cones, yeah, sideways. Fourth gear. Done 77 miles at this point. And he's really up to that wall and swings it in. Let's see when he gets to a straight line here. I want to watch this again. Straight line now. Slightly just taking it off the wall. 137.4. So let's watch this from after this first corner. It's interesting. He's all the way over to the left, look. All the way over to the left. All the way down the left hand side, chucks it across, and he's going to take the last wobble knob. But then from here onwards, look, the car is never straight. Slide angle, slide angle, 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 angle. Ow. And here, just puts it into the slide and judges that perfectly. I'm not going to look at the telemetry, I just want to look at the way the car is angled. Now it's straight. Difficult to believe that it's got to be a steering wheel. I think it is, you know. It'd be much quicker on the wheel. I don't know what I'm learning from this. To watch the gears and braking points. Fifth gear before the line. Fifth there. Gets it across fifth. Down fourth, keeps it in fourth. It doesn't drop to third gear. Fifth gear just as he makes the corner. Just blipping the throttle down to second, third. Drives it out in third. Yeah, super tight. This one's interesting here. Fifth gear, fifth gear, fifth gear. Clipping all the wobble knots on the inside. Down to fourth gear. Shortest line possible. Very interesting. And this is an interesting line here as well. Takes it down the left hand side. I think we've learnt something. Doing it though is the difficult. I actually watched the last 2 minutes looking in his mirrors. Which is bad, isn't it? I should focus on it. That's interesting. Very interesting. Gold, gold, silver. So we got to run tight lines, except for the turn 1. Turn 1 is long and loose. We've done all right though. Look where we've gone from. 143, 165. We've gained 3 seconds. Admittedly, we were 146 at the start, but they were the Yaris times, so can't really go. But we almost top 1,000. He's got no assists on at all, has he? So whatever his braking was on is whatever he was on. Let's see if this is any better or any worse. If we can emulate. Over onto the left hand side. Lighter than my Ghost and braking really late. We've got to hit the last wobble knob, haven't we? The last knobber. What we've got to hit. Hit the wall right at the end. Emulation. What we're trying to do, we're trying to emulate that dude. Get somewhere close to his lines, we'll at least improve a little bit. Ah, I wonder if it's not available in your region. I wonder. I think it's only for Europe because of the prize, maybe. I wonder. I don't really want to ship anybody from the US over to the Netherlands for the prize. It's an all-expensive paid trip to the Netherlands to the Europe finals. That's a shame, Randy. You'll have your own event, I know that. I messed that up. I didn't keep it tight, I was too busy about poor Randy not being able to do the test. first lap without counter steer. It's a slow one. Going to fifth gear, that doesn't help the biscuit, does it? Ah, you slug bucket. Ah. Can't get over far enough to the left. I enjoyed this tonight though. I think it's a tremendously fine test, and sorry for those people that can't take part, but it's you just got to have the ability to take this car and go and do the old lap times, can't you? I think you can. In the same livery, but slid it. Get the car turned in there. We're going to do this for about 10 times now, aren't we? Trying to get this nailed on. Trying to perpetually do this wide angle in here. Get that narrow line out of there. How could I hit that wall? Christ alive. That was all in my overreaction to the sideways shift of the car then. Yeah. Been at it an hour and a bit. We've progressed. Back to this Wednesday night, I think, or we'll do this in between having tantrums on the daily races. Hey, Mr. My Wacky. Mr. Wacky. The backy. Need to get in tighter right. And we'll throw it over. Not run too far wide. Still Wacky Tobacco. That's a great name. That makes me smile. No, don't hit the wall, you dog in. Let's practice it anyway. We were slow out there, but we were frustrated by that wall strike, weren't we? Never mind. Come on. You see what we're trying to do? Doing it is that little bit trickier. Come on, this time. Let's have a slice of it. Got to get it to follow the line of that corner just a little bit more, and we'll be golden. In more ways than most. I'll follow this right hand wall now. And we're just going to back out the throttle and mess it up. I can load his ghost, can't I? Messed that up with a bit of third gear, didn't I? I need a really good exit here. I've touched the wall, you donkey nose. Terrible. Yeah, I didn't get the line right through the right-hander, did I? Messed that up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get it turned. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get the car slowed down, then back into third. But I'm leaving it way too late because I've not got control of the car. He really deliberately drove along that wall, didn't he? Then turned in a lot later than me there. That's car out of this corner. Drive it along that wall. Need to do without the bog. And as soon as I hit the brakes, get the car coming across there. Too much. We're going to finish promptly on time tonight. I've got to be back on here in 8 hours time. I'm going to have a bit of a lie-in from my normal Monday morning wake up. I'm going to be in the shower for 7 instead of 6. Which is good for me. A break, we're on holiday after all. Your afternoon shift. Oh, happy days. When does afternoon shift start? 1 o'clock your time or 3 o'clock? Maybe 2 o'clock. 10. Breaking down in third felt good there, didn't it? Three to 11. Whoa, that's a shift. That'd be good then, because yeah, we'll see most of it. That'll be finished at 2 my time. You need to travel to work, so about 1 o'clock. So you get good 4 or 5 hours. You'll see most of the drama. Messed up coming along that wall, didn't I? I've touched the wall. Can you believe that? Oh, absolute slug bucket. I'm starting to get familiar with that line though. Such a shame. Yeah, it's such a shame. I'll do that again. It's going to be because of where I've touched the wall, but let's not worry, we're practicing. Brought it to a bit of a stationary stop there, didn't we? Yeah, let's see what that looks like, eh, Dorian? Off switch. No, couldn't be, should it? I don't want to name and shame either. I don't want people to feel that that is something they'll get subjected to on the channel. I want to be very understanding of these people with problems. Right, 54. Get a couple more laps in. This is where it starts to get away from me. I was quite confident round here. Down early enough. Or up early enough. Beautiful transition though. Felt really smooth. Seeing the other two cars drifting in front just looked epic, didn't it? Admiring the sequenced drift that was going on. That was a bit of a hybrid turn. It's way quicker. That's decent for a last effort for the day. That's alright, that's a good improvement. I'm happy with that for today. I know it's not gold, but we really did slingshot off that turn one. That was really good. That gave us the advantage. That's almost at our optimal as well. Wouldn't say there's many places where we messed up. We probably messed up a little bit everywhere, but that was a proper good lap. Yeah, that's a really good way to finish the day. And we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this definitely. I haven't wall ridden turn one, Igor. That's done. Yeah, you used to be able to glance that final bit of the corner, didn't you? 442 miles today. 3.83%, 769th. I'm kind of all right with that. I'm kind of getting there. Kind of feeling that that is pretty much achievable. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. Kind of happy with that. But, still a long way from the top of the tree, though, isn't it? Mr. Charles is the video to watch. He's helped there, but look, top 1,000 is proper on. Let's have a look down the list, not to shame anybody, but where's the goal? 139.811. Oh, yeah. It's up there, isn't it? So there's plenty of people in with a shout. People in the room today that are in with a shout. But there's only 27 people having a go, and it's all Europe, unfortunately. So no Oz or US. That's a good one. Anyway, folks, that's just took midnight. I'm back live in 8 hours' time. I'm going to get some sleep. Going to get some food. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, folks. All the best. Take care. Really appreciate the support. We got 2 golds tonight, didn't we? Have a look just before we go. To show it off, because we like to beat our drum. 2 golds. Let's see how long they stay that way. Good night, folks. All the best. Take care. See you next time.